Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to share with you the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to pan in 2022. Now, I have done this before in the past, and I've done okay with it, but this year, I really want to dedicate a lot of time and a lot of effort and try to do as many updates as possible, and just to really show some love to this particular eyeshadow palette. So drum roll please. The palette that I'm going to pan for 2022 is ABH Subculture. Yes. So I love this palette, and I was going through all of my eyeshadows, doing my makeup declutter. When I came across this palette, I was like, wow, you know what? I haven't used this in quite some time. And I was looking back at my review on this palette and remembering like people were just losing their freaking minds. The videos that came out around this palette and all the tea, the gossip, oh, it was just so ridiculous. And personally, I love this palette. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yes, there is a bit of, kick up in the pan, but that's pretty typical with a lot of eyeshadows. However, I will say the three shimmers in here, the formula is really weird. It's almost like a cream to powder finish, especially Cube. Cube is my least favorite out of the three shimmers. I just find it keeps creating hard pan. It's a really tricky one, so I'll probably really struggle with that one. But I do love this palette. I love the color story. Here's what mine looks like. And I know what you're thinking, Jess, it looks like you've barely used it. I tell you, I have used this. It's been well loved. And I do have quite a few little dips starting, especially in this nude shade, Dawn. Dawn has a little dip. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it here. There's a little dip in a couple of them. So I'm just going to pan around the camera here so you get a good look at my palette. Here's what I'm starting out with. And so before I chose this palette and sat down to film this video, I made sure that I used this quite a few times before making my decision. And as soon as I started using this, boy, let me tell you what, I just fell in love all over again. And I was like, wow, why haven't I used this palette? Like, the formula I find for me is just super easy. And if you guys are wondering what's on my eyes, it is this palette today. I mean, so pretty. I used Dawn, Roxy, Fudge, and Adorn, and just did like a really smoky, brown, delicious eye look today, and I love how it turned out. So the reason I picked this palette is, number one, I love it. I love the colors in here. Every single eye look that I do with this palette, I love. I don't think there's ever been a look I've done with this palette that I hate. The colors just go with one another. There's like a nice mixture of these sort of like brown tones. You got like this really pretty peachy tone. Like Roxy just goes with the browns in here. I love New Wave and Edge. These like mustard, grungy tones. I love the greens. You've got like a couple of deep burgundy shades in here. Like, I just love this palette. Again, the only one I don't really care for is Cube, but Electric and Adorn. I'm actually wearing Adorn all over my lid today. Love it. It still performs really great. And I guess my goal is, if I can at least hit pan on every single shade, at least a little bit of pan, it doesn't have to be a lot. If I can hit pan on every single eyeshadow in this palette at the end of 2022, that would be so amazing. That would be such a great goal. A great makeup goal, accomplishment, And unfortunately, I think ABH did discontinue this, so you can't get it anymore. But the reason why I do want to show this love, and I would love to use it up completely, and I actually have seen other people do it, it is possible, is I actually do own a dupe for this palette. So the dupe for the ABH Subculture is actually the e.l.f. Cosmetics Opposites Attract palette. Now, with the exception of a couple of the purples in here, you can get a very similar look out of this e.l.f. palette. Let me just hold it up side by side. If you guys want to see swatches, I did compare this in my dupes video. I'll be sure to link that down below, or the card somewhere. So definitely check that video out, because I did swatch them side by side. I think the shades that I'm really going to struggle with hitting pan on are the darker shades, just because they're so pigmented. Just a little bit goes such a long way. So that is a downside to this palette, is that it is so pigmented, and it may be definitely challenging, but I am up to the challenge, you guys. I am so up to it. So if you guys want to see like some looks with this palette, some like throwbacks, I think that would be a lot of fun to do on my channel. Maybe I could do like a 3 looks, 1 palette video with this. I'm excited, you guys. I'm just really pumped for 2022. And again, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see some tutorials, some looks with this palette. So that's everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like, comment, share, subscribe if you are new to my channel. I talk about cruelty-free beauty, everything on here. And I upload every week, Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to go check out my Project Pan video. That should be up already. And I'm ready. I'm ready to start fresh in the new year. And of course, I'm still going to try new makeup and stuff, but I also want to show some love to things that are a little bit neglected in my collection. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.